If you're tired of searching for the secret to achieving financial success and have never found something truly practical, today I'll reveal advice that could change everything. Be the dumbest person in the room. Ray Dalio, billionaire founder of Bridgewater Associates, shares many valuable principles about how to achieve wealth and success. And though it may seem paradoxical, Dalio believes that positioning yourself as the least informed person in an environment is an effective strategy for constant learning. He argues that this attitude promotes humility, curiosity, and a relentless pursuit of knowledge, which are essential for personal and professional growth. Inspired by the famous quote from Socrates, "I know that I know nothing," Dalio lives by this principle, which has helped him amass an estimated fortune of $18 billion. Humility and reflection, the path to success. Dalio emphasizes that, in order to grow, it is essential to adopt humility and commit to being the best version of yourself every day. He believes that humility is the first step to greatness, which implies recognizing that you don't know everything and being open to constructive criticism and learning from mistakes. For him, one of the most important mantras is pain plus reflection equals progress, which means that true advancement occurs when you reflect on your failures and use these experiences as learning opportunities. An example of this in Dalio's life occurred in 1982 when he made a wrong bet in the market and lost almost all of his money. He admitted that this experience, although extremely painful, taught him to be more cautious and never underestimate risks. This formative mistake shaped his investment style, a cautious yet innovative approach, which was crucial to the subsequent success of Bridgewater. In 2020, for example, the company managed over $150 billion in assets, and Dalio credits much of that success to his ability to learn from mistakes. Dalio's origins and the beginning of his journey. Ray Dalio wasn't born into a wealthy family. He grew up in a lower middle class household and, early on, developed a mindset of hard work and saving. At 12 years old, he began working at a golf club, where he overheard conversations between investors about money and investments. While many kids his age were spending their money on fun, Dalio chose to save. He did small jobs, such as mowing lawns and shoveling snow, to increase his income. From a young age, he understood that the key to building wealth was spend less than you earn and invest the difference. He also started investing early. Even at an early stage in his life, Dalio believed that controlling expenses was essential to building wealth. One of his main pieces of advice, both for young people and adults, is save more than you spend. For him, financial freedom comes from financial discipline, meaning that the habit of saving is essential for those who want to achieve financial independence. He insists that saved money must be invested wisely, generating more wealth in the long term. True wealth is not about how much you make, but how much you keep and invest wisely, he says. Credit and consumption. The traps to avoid. Another essential aspect of Ray Dalio's lessons is the careful use of credit. He warns that consumer loans can be traps because many people use credit irresponsibly, buying items that do not generate financial returns, such as expensive cars or electronics. Dalio argues that credit should only be used to acquire assets that can generate returns in the future, such as real estate or investments in businesses. Debt that doesn't generate income is a recipe for financial problems, warns Dalio. He observes that many people go into debt for the wrong reasons, which ultimately limits their ability to build wealth. Throughout his life, Dalio avoided consumer debt and focused on investing in productive assets. This prudent approach helped him accumulate a fortune and avoid the financial pitfalls many people face: motivation and setting clear goals. Dalio also emphasizes that lack of motivation is one of the biggest challenges for those who want to build wealth. He believes that the best way to stay motivated is by setting clear and objective goals. Knowing what you want and being willing to do whatever it takes to achieve it is the key to success, Dalio teaches. He suggests that you analyze your current financial situation and set realistic goals, breaking these goals down into small daily actions. For example, saving a portion of your salary or studying investments can be an important step toward financial success. If you have clear goals and take small steps every day, success is inevitable, he says. This approach to clear goals has been crucial for Dalio throughout his career. He highlights the importance of having a clear vision of what you want to achieve and working consistently to meet those objectives. Self-knowledge and overcoming weaknesses. Dalio also deeply believes in the power of self-knowledge. For him, if you can't see your weaknesses, you can never improve them. He points out that true growth comes from acknowledging your flaws in the importance of a mentor. Another valuable piece of advice from Dalio is about the importance of having a mentor. The biggest mistake you can make is not asking for help, he says. An experienced mentor can provide guidance and practical advice, helping accelerate your path to success. He warns that the ideal mentor is not someone who tells you what you want to hear, but someone who challenges you to be better. You don't learn by being pampered, you learn by being challenged, he says. Dalio believes that the wisdom and experience of others can help avoid mistakes and identify growth opportunities. He himself greatly benefited from mentors throughout his career and encourages everyone to seek guidance from more experienced people. Investment diversification. One of Dalio's most powerful lessons is in diversifying investments. Never put all your eggs in one basket, is advice he repeats several times. In 2008, before the global financial crisis, Dalio warned investors about the risks of concentrating capital in a few assets. Many ignored this advice and suffered substantial losses when the market collapsed. Meanwhile, Bridgewater thrived by diversifying its positions, especially in safe assets like gold and U.S. Treasury bonds. During that crisis, the company managed to profit billions by applying its own diversification strategies. He believes that diversification is an effective way to minimize risks and maximize returns in the long term. This strategy allows you to protect your investment portfolio from unexpected market fluctuations. Emergency fund is security in difficult times. Dalio is also firm in his belief that everyone should create a solid emergency fund. He advises saving at least 20% of your monthly income, ensuring financial security to face difficult times. For him, this discipline was crucial from his early days as a young investor. When he founded Bridgewater in his apartment, Dalio saved and invested a significant portion of his income in emerging markets and commodity futures, which turned out to be extremely profitable. For illustration, Dalio explains that if you invest 20% of a monthly income of $5,000 at age 25, with an average annual return of 7%, you could accumulate more than $2.5 million by age 60. This practical example demonstrates how the discipline of saving and investing can result in long-term financial security. Preparing for crises. Dalio is also known for his long-term strategic vision, especially when it comes to financial crises. In 2020, he warned about the economic impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic and recommended that people create emergency reserves. He suggested that it's essential to have at least 6 months of expenses saved to face unexpected financial crises. This recommendation was similar to what he advised before the 2008 crisis, which caught many by surprise. His practical advice is always to be prepared for crises, which can be done through a combination of financial reserves, investment diversification, and disciplined spending. Ray Dalio founded Bridgewater Associates in 1975, starting his company in his small 2-bedroom apartment. Over the decades, his firm became the largest hedge fund in the world, with over $150 billion in assets under management. During the 2008 financial crisis, while many funds faced devastating losses, Bridgewater thrived, solidifying Dalio's reputation as one of the wisest and most successful investors in the world. His principles-based approach and ability to learn from mistakes were key to his success. Additionally, in 2020, Dalio warned of the risks of the global pandemic and advised investors to diversify their portfolios and maintain adequate financial reserves. He predicts that future crises are inevitable, and those who are prepared will have a significant advantage. The power of investing in yourself. Dalio firmly believes that the greatest investment anyone can make is in themselves. He often says, investing in yourself is the best investment you can make. For him, continuous learning and the willingness to adapt to change are essential for success. He recommends that people invest in education, whether formal or self-taught, and in skills that can increase their market value. Dalio, for example, spent much of his life studying economics, financial markets, and human behavior, which helped him stand out in the world of investments. He suggests that everyone adopt a lifelong learning mindset, constantly improving their skills and knowledge. By following Ray Dalio's advice, saving, investing wisely, learning from mistakes, and being prepared for crises, anyone can achieve financial freedom and thrive. The only thing that holds most people back from reaching their potential is themselves. Dalio concludes, if you enjoyed this content and want to continue following this journey of discoveries and changes, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Give it a like to support this work and leave a comment sharing your ideas and challenges. Together, we will explore new paths and transform our lives. Stay tuned for upcoming videos, because there's a lot of great stuff coming your way.